Hi, I'm Stevie Knight, and I want to show you how to convert MOV files to AVI or mp4 files to use in editing software like Camtasia or whatever you're going to use in order to be able to upload edited videos to YouTube. I found that I had a lot of problems because my Nikon camera that I made a lot of my videos with only produced to MOV file type, and Camtasia, the software that I use to edit, doesn't like MOV at all. So I took a lot of trial and a lot of error to find the right settings and to find the right software in order to do what I needed to accomplish. Now, Super software, Super video conversion software is a free piece of software, and I'm going to show you where to get it and how to download it first. First of all, you're going to go to ewritesoft.com/super.html, and you'll see that actually I already went all the way down on the page. And you scroll down to the bottom of the page and just go to where it says Start Downloading Super. Okay? After that, you get to a site that has lots of blinking, flashing ads. You just go down not quite halfway, and you'll see right here where it says download and use. Click there. The next page that it sends you to, you want to scroll all the way down to the bottom. And this is where it's going to take you. If I can get there properly, here we go. Okay, you're going to go right here and download the Super setup file. Anyhow, it's an excellent piece of software, highly recommended. No Trojans on here, no weird stuff in it. So if you can actually get it downloaded, and I've just told you how, it's an excellent piece of software to use. So once you have it installed, I'll take you to what you're going to do with it next. Okay, once you have this downloaded, you're going to want to import your file right into Super. There are two ways to do this. You can either right-click on the page, and you'll see here that it says Add Multimedia File. I suggest before you do that you go down here where it says Output File Saving Management and select where you want these files that it's going to create to be saved. That'll save you a lot of headache just trying to find them afterwards. Most of the time, I check that it's going to be in the same place, in the same file area as where the original file is stored. As you can see here, that's one of the options. Save each output file in its respective source files folder or directory. So there are a couple different options here, and that's actually what I'm going to choose this time. Is I'm going to save each output file in its respective source file directory. Got that saved. Now, like I was saying, you're going to import that video file. Again, do either Add Multimedia File, or you can simply do a drag and drop and put it below in this area right here. You can drag and drop it if you have it on another like Windows Explorer page. You can just drag and drop the video right here. So that's actually what I did, and so you see that this file is right here. Now I'm going to uncheck this because what I want to do is I want to double click here, because on the settings in our conversion we want to keep as close to the original as we can. And this is what pops up, and you can see all the settings that were in your original video. So there are just a few that you really need to keep in mind. Like in the video formatting, it has the display aspect ratio was 16:9. You'll see that the width was 1280 by the height 720. The frame rate was 2997, and down here with the audio you can see, well, you can't see, but anyhow it says 128 kilobytes per second for the nominal bit rate. So we're going to choose those exact same settings for the converted file. So I'll close that little window out, and then, since, as I said, in this file I'm going to first of all do an AVI file, because I want to import my AVI file into Camtasia. So first of all I'm going to choose that. Okay, this was jumping all over the place, so I went ahead and did it myself. AVI here, H.264/AVC for the output video codec, and mp3 for the output audio codec. Here I've got ME encoder selected. Down here my video was 1280 by 720. Right now I want to keep that same because you got to remember I'm not converting this for size but actually for type of file so that I can edit it with Camtasia. Here I kept the 16 by 9 aspect, 29.97 frames per second, bitrate 1200. I may have that wrong but it works fine for me. 44,100 on the sampling frequency, and 2 channels and 128 bit rate of kilobytes per second. So that's what I'm using, and I'm going to go ahead and press encode, and it's going to do the AVI conversion. Every time you do an AVI, it's going to pop up with this question. Click on H.264. Rendered files can be played or re-encoded on Super, and then press OK. And then you'll actually start converting the file. So you see that it's already converting right here, and it can take quite some time. And again, make sure you have it set to output in the right container or in the right directory, because AVI files are huge. And if you're just, they could end up being actually several gigabytes in size. And so, make sure that if that's what you're using, that you have plenty of room on your hard drive, or you'll have funny conversions that you'll end up with. So when you're done with that, you'll see that you'll get an output status right there. Now, if I'd wanted instead of AVI to do the file in a different format, the mp4 format, let me give you those settings. Okay, those settings should be here, the mp4. Then, just like the other file, H.264/AVC. On the video, on the audio, it should be AAC LC. At least that has worked well for me. And of course, the mp4 files are files that I'm actually, from here, I'm going to be uploading them directly to YouTube after this final mp4 conversion. So this was already selected. Usually on the video scale, it's probably going to be changed to 640 by 368. Actually, that's probably what I'll just change it to. And then on the rest remains the same. 16 to 9 for the aspect, 29.97. And then here I leave it around 1200. Here 128 for the sound with 2 channels, and 44,100 here. So that's, and then I'll just encode that. I'll just encode that by pressing the encode button on this converter, and it'll be done. So anyhow, I hope this has helped you a bit. I hope this will save you a lot of time. It took me hours and hours not understanding anything about these settings to play around with them until I found what worked best. These settings will enable you to convert videos really high quality, and then when you're finished with the mp4 and you've got it down to 640 by 368, which is that's the setting that I use in order to make sure that the final result is one that YouTube sees as a high quality result. And so I've got it 640 by 368, 16:9 for the aspect. So all this stuff is really important if you want YouTube to be able to display your video in as a high quality option, whether you actually recorded it in HD or not. My MOV files were not recorded in HD, most of them, but this seems to work just fine. I hope this helps you. Come and visit me at yourglobalresortsreview.com. Leave a comment on this video if you'd like. Rate it if it's been helpful to you. And subscribe to my videos. I cover a lot of different topics that are useful to home business and online entrepreneurs. So I look forward to assisting you in your business and the things that you want to accomplish online.